It is tea time. It is finally tea time again.
Yes, sir.
So, today we have it's a little bit of leftover from our...
You mean some sencha?
Yeah, exactly.
Some fukamushi?
Yeah, exactly. So this is kindly sent over to us by Steve over at Vietsun, and this is one of their raw Pu'erh productions.
Very nice.
And I really enjoyed it. It's on a in-between episode of mine, I think coming out maybe a couple of weeks from recording this. No idea when it is in terms of filming.
So this is what year?
About right.
2024, it looks like?
No, this is 2016, I believe. Wait, no, this is, okay, hold on. This is the 2024. I think the Matcha is from 2022.
Okay.
Now I'm getting no, yeah, okay, yeah. This is the young one. They also have a excuse me, they have a ripe that I did have that was from 2018 maybe. It's older. But yeah, I enjoyed this enough on the in-between episode, and also it was a recommendation from a commenter. So they had sent it out.
So there you go. We read the comments.
Yeah.
Especially if you subscribe to us. Actually, we don't know.
Actually, we do know. You can see.
That's true.
Yeah.
But we are probably too lazy to check.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually influence anything.
It smells like very like a young Iwu. Yeah, very kind of young, cotton candy sweet.
Yeah, exactly. And so a lot of the, this is a Vietnamese tea, and a lot of the Vietnamese teas that I have had over from Vietsun so far have been on the very northern border towards Yunnan. This one is a little bit due south-west. And so it is almost directly east and maybe a little bit south of Iwu.
Okay.
Yeah. So I poured here so we can get into it a little early. And yeah, I'm just curious what you think about this. This is, for me, some really easy drinking, so.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Soft, sweet, yeah, very refreshing. I mean, this is like a nice spring day. There's some sun through those windows over there.
Totally.
So, yeah. Yeah, just starting to lose some of those like crisper notes. This is probably going to be nice to drink right now, and then I imagine it might go quiet for a couple of years.
Yeah, totally agree. And this is a kind of tea for me that I wouldn't expect to hold on to at all.
Okay, so
personally,
this would be not one for the Denny heated storage.
I don't think so. No, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is a tea that I really enjoy. These young, ready to drink Pu'erhs, raw Pu'erhs. And brilliant yellow color.
Yeah. And what's the price on something like this?
Man, I want to say it was like $68 for 200 grams or something like that.
Really does smell like a young Pu'erh. I mean, that's what it is. But I would not be able to tell you this from Vietnam.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. The leaves look interesting. The leaves look a little different. I mean, if I was just to judge off the nose, definitely a very poor young Pu'erh-like.
Mm-hmm. Nice, sweet.
Cheers.
Sweet character. Cheers. Opening up a bit.
Just very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some hay.
Yep, exactly. A bit of that kind of deeper, earthier flavor. I described it on my in-between episode as reaching towards the Iwu profile, but not quite getting there, just 100%.
Yeah, I could see that. It feels most reminiscent of that sort of Iwu profile. It's a little sharper. Yeah. I don't know. I'm so used to drinking older tea too that it's like hard. Sometimes it's a little hard for me to judge exactly where this fits in on.
Yeah. It does have a sharp, grassy bitterness to it, but again, it's not. Two things can be true at the same time. It can have both that sharp, grassy bitterness and a lot of sweetness in the character of it. Just getting into a deeper, richer yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, certainly nothing as grassy as grass.
Oh boy.
Anyways, mom test?
I don't think so. I mean, man, if you're gonna give someone some raw tea, I don't know. This is probably as close as it's gonna get.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Iwus are kind of one of those like middle ones.
Yeah.
It's like you might be able to pass it, but
Yeah.
it might also be challenging. It's also very subject to the brewing. And on that note, probably no on the ultralight.
No, definitely not. A little bit of fruit on the nose on it now. I liked the breadth of this tea. I think it has enough of the basic notes, even for something that has a bit of a fresher, young character to it, to be interesting. It's not just all high notes. I think the viscosity on this is quite nice. It's just a really pleasant. It's easy drinking today. I think for the price point, it's fairly good value.
Yeah.
A little bit more juicy now. The bitterness is coming through.
Very easy to drink.
Yeah. Not hyper astringent, but there's a little bit of astringency now building.
Really does taste just like Pu'erh. I'd say in terms of what it might not have, I don't think it quite reaches that far back compared to like an Iwu tea as far as like kind of back of your mouth, top of your throat. Mm-hmm. But it does have a very nice sweet profile.
Yeah, exactly. It's like just lacking just a little bit more of the depth of the...
Something like that.
Yeah. But not necessarily doesn't mean that it's not good. Just that it's something that you get a little bit of a different profile from.
Yeah.
Actual Iwu self. And I think you're right. The leaves are a little different. The color saturation of the material itself is also a little bit duller. I don't remember where this is stored. Not that it's going to have an influence on the tea at this point at all, but I believe, I want to say, it's sort of in the north.
In North Vietnam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sugary, sweet.
Yeah.
It's
not too thin, actually, which is what I thought. Yeah, it's got a nice base to it.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit less sweet, but it still has that profile.
a bit more on the kind of earthy yerba mate hay character now.
Sure.
But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, I have to say. This is no dig on them at all, but I haven't enjoyed all of their Sheng Pu'erh like I have this one specifically.
Sounds like a dig on them.
Fuck. God. Just shut up. Anyway, thank you, Steve, again. Pleasantly surprised, certainly, by this one. No dig at all intended. Good enough for me to bring onto the main channel and make James suffer my stupidity. So if you want to deal with more stupidity, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to 10,000 subscribers this year. Again, shout out to Steve. Also just really fun to be looking at the profiles of each of the teas and learning more about the region and how it differs a little bit in terms of the texture of the mountains, things like that. So certainly fun to be trying different teas. And this one, pleasant surprise. If I just being totally honest about it, if I had to guess blind, I probably would say that this is something like Iwa. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Wu-Tang.